explosion of cheers and celebrations outside of a Minneapolis courtroom in the moment a judge read the verdict in the trial of Kim Potter, who shot and killed Daunte Wright during a traffic stop in April.
We, the jury, on the charge of manslaughter in the first degree, find the defendant guilty.
Kim Potter found guilty on both first and second degree manslaughter charges. Daunte Wright's mother describing the moment she heard the verdict.
I kind of let out a yelp because it was built up in the anticipation of what was to come while we were waiting for the last few days.
For weeks, the jury sat through hours of testimony, Kim Potter taking the stand in her own defense, tearfully telling a jury she meant to use her taser on Daunte Wright instead of her gun.
2 days before Christmas, the holiday travel rush in full effect despite growing concern about the Omicron COVID variant. As millions embark on their journeys, the FDA authorized the second of 2 COVID treatment pills now available for emergency use. Both Pfizer and Merck's treatments will be limited to adults who are at high risk of severe illness.
I think it's going to end up making a really enormous difference. The problem is in the short run, we're just not going to have a lot of this.
Meanwhile, Americans are forming long lines at testing centers across the country as positivity rates continue to skyrocket among the vaccinated and unvaccinated. Nationwide, the U.S. is now averaging nearly 161,000 new COVID-19 cases every day, up by 36% in the last week.
2 major developments in the Supreme Court. Former President Trump filing an appeal asking the court today to block the release of White House records to the January 6th committee investigating the Capitol riots. Mr. Trump's team arguing the former president had a constitutional right to block the materials despite President Biden's decision not to invoke executive privilege over them. Meanwhile, the court said last night it would take up challenges to the Biden administration's federal vaccine mandates for hospitals and large businesses. An expedited hearing is scheduled for January 7th.
Joan Didion is dead at 87. Didion came to prominence in the 1960s with her social commentary that explored post-war American life, from the hippie generation to politics. But her most acclaimed novel, a memoir, came after tragedy. The Year of Magical Thinking was written after the sudden death of her husband. In 2013, she was awarded a National Medal of Arts and Humanities by President Obama. Joan Didion died of complications from Parkinson's disease.
Space fans are in for a very special Christmas this year. The James Webb Telescope, which has been in the works since 1996, will launch from Kourou, French Guinea on Christmas morning. The telescope will operate roughly 1 million miles away from Earth and succeed the Hubble Space Telescope. The $10 billion project is funded by NASA, the European Space Agency, and the Canadian Space Agency, and has seen numerous delays in its construction and launch until now. The space window is currently slated to open at 7:20 a.m. Eastern Time Saturday.
Choosing the right word.
Hesitation proved costly for this Wheel of Fortune contestant who correctly solved the puzzle but did not win the grand prize Audi Q3 because she paused for too long.
It's got to be more or less continuous. We'll allow for a little pause, but not 4 or 5 seconds.
But Audi is stepping up to help, tweeting, "You're a winner in our eyes, Charlene. Now let's get you a prize," offering to give her the Audi Q3 she missed out on.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.